Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I have my trusty easel thing out today, my trusty whiteboard, because I'm going to be going through how to basically guarantee to get best-selling products on Etsy. Now, as you know, it's really frustrating when you spend a lot of time creating a new product line only to find out that no one wants to buy it, or no one does buy it, or just no one's just really all that bothered about it, right? So today I'm going to be going through a couple of things that you can do to make sure that you get sales as soon as you list these products, okay? But before I begin, do not forget to like this video, subscribe if you haven't already for more handmade business and Etsy tips and tricks. But shall we get into it? Grab a pen and paper if you have one, because you are going to want to make notes in this video. So the very first thing, I know my writing is quite small, but the very first thing is look at what has sold well for you over the last 6 months. Now, a big mistake that handmade business owners make is that they just follow the trends blindly and they don't actually look at their customer base as it stands. It's kind of like if Chanel started to make slime back in the day when slime was a big deal, right? You have to make sure that not only are you utilizing trends, and we will talk about that in a second, but that also you are looking at your shop and what has sold well for you and the target demographic that you actually get into your shop. So what sold well over the last 6 months is the very first place that you should start to look. You can look in your listings, you can look at listings that have expired, your stats, you can even physically scroll back through the orders. However you do it, you want to make sure that you know what has sold well for you over the last 6 months and write those down. Now, the next thing is to actually look at 3 key trends. Now, I do have trend videos on my channel that you can go back and look at, where I look at the trends for the last few years and the next couple of years coming. But a great thing to do is to actually just go onto Etsy itself, literally click on the search bar, don't type anything, and a list of what people have been searching for will drop down. Alternatively, you can look at Etsy newsletters, and if you want to know something like the color of the year, if you go onto Pantone's website, you will actually see the color of the year. I will pop a little screenshot of the color of 2022 up for you, but if you're watching this in the future or in the past, if you time traveled, definitely look at the key trends that are happening right now. So for example, the key trend in 2020 was things like, staying at home, DIY, crafting, and all of that type of thing. So just make sure that you utilize the 3 key trends. And also, you can utilize key trends in your own niche, but also think outside the box. If the color of the year is blue and you're thinking, but I don't make t-shirts, I don't make hair bows, I don't make anything like that. For example, I sell jewelry, right? And the way that I would utilize the color of the year is to literally make a blue necklace, or whatever color of the year is, right? Last year it was yellow and gray, so I did a lot of yellow and gray stuff, right? I do message cards where I print a message on the card, and I did loads of yellow and gray designs, right? So I could utilize those key trends. So don't ever feel like a trend isn't accessible for you and what you sell. Just try and think of a way that you can get it in your shop. Bosses, we've been having some really great conversations in today's video. However, I'm here to tell you about this. This is called your conversion rate, and I've actually made for you in the description box below a free 90-minute conversion rate masterclass. So I'm just going to quickly explain to you in 1 minute why this is important. Okay. So this is your Etsy shop and these are your customers. So let's say that you get 100 customers into your store and you have a 1% conversion rate. That means you get 1 sale, and roughly that's going to be about $30 to £30. But what happens when we increase that conversion rate to 2%, 3% and above? This suddenly doubles, triples, quadruples without you having to change anything. Now, getting customers into your store costs time, effort, and money. But what if You didn't have to change this. You didn't have to change your shop. All you had to change was this conversion rate. That is what I'm going to be teaching you in today's masterclass. So whether you're a newbie or a seasoned Etsy shop owner, get yourself down below and register for that masterclass so you can increase this number. Back to the video. The third thing is to make sure to look at keywords that are being used to search for these products and these products. So we kind of have two categories going on here. We have what has sold well previously for you, and if you go back in the listing stats and the ad stats, if you are doing ads, you will actually be able to see the keywords that people have searched for the products that have sold well for you. But also, when you're utilizing a key trend, you have to also make sure that you know how people are searching for it. That is another big mistake that people do, is that they will create something like slime, let's say, but they won't actually use the keyword phrases that are being used to search for that trending product, which kind of negates the whole point of jumping on a trend in the first place, right? So make sure that you look at what keyword phrases are actually being used. You can use things like Etsy, Pinterest, keywords everywhere, Google search bar, eRank, Marmalade, and all those types of places. I do have plenty of videos on my channel that goes through how to find keywords. But the next thing, something I like to call complementing product. Now, it is a method that I have created for you guys, okay? So you won't find this stuff anywhere else, right? But complementing products are basically look at what has sold well for you, again, over the last 6 months, and think about products that will complement that. So some little hints and tricks is that, let's say, for example, that you were trying to sell locket necklaces and they have sold well for you over the last 6 months. What are the key components of that? Well, you have the chain, you have the actual locket itself, you have the color, you have the length, you have the design printed on the locket. What one or two things can you change from that one product to create complementing products, okay? So these are basically items that you can create that you know, based on what has sold well for you in the past, you know are going to sell well for you again. It's kind of like when Pandora released other designs of bracelets or beads or anything like that. It's still the same product at heart, but it's a slightly different design, right? So what complementing products can you create? And this is something that a lot of my students inside of the Handmade Bosses Success Academy do utilize, and it does really, really work for them, because not only have you already got the stuff to make the products that you've already made in the past that have sold really, really well, but also you're kind of almost guaranteed that your target market coming into your shop are going to really enjoy those products. Now, step 4 to this is actually making 2 types of groups of products. You can do both, you can do just one. I would recommend actually doing both. So the first one is a group of products where you are utilizing these trends that we found in step 2, okay? So you're making a group of products that still fit in with your shop, and I cannot stress this enough. Don't go and make wallets if you make jewelry, don't go and make crochet hats if you make shoes, right? Make sure that it does actually stick with your target audience, but make a group of products that does really, really, really hit upon those key trends, and then make another group of products that utilize the products that have sold well for you before, right? So it could be that you create 10 new products in your next product launch, right? 5 of them could be, okay, well, I know that the Pantone color blue is a really, really popular color, so I'm going to make sure to include some blue element in these 5 products. And the other 5 could be complementing products for things that you have had sold well for you before in your shop, right? So do make sure to kind of amalgamate the 2, and you're going to give yourself the best possible base to be able to create best-selling products. And then simply step number 6 is to rinse and repeat every quarter, every 6 months, however many months it is before you decide that you want to release some more new products. And don't don't forget, you can also copy listings and keyword them slightly differently, change the pictures and all that good stuff. I do have loads of videos on my channel that goes into all these different ways that you can basically make more sales in your Etsy shop, right? But today I just really wanted to go through how you can pretty much guarantee to create Etsy best-selling products that are going to sell well for you ASAP. So guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and don't also forget to go down below and grab your free seat in my next masterclass. The 3-step framework to increase your Etsy sales by increasing your conversion rate. Your free seat for that is down below. But for now guys, I will catch you in the next video. Bye everyone.